Hi all, welcome back. In previous video, I have explained what exactly the DevOps means and what are the advantages and disadvantages of DevOps. So now let us see the architecture of DevOps. DevOps architecture is also known as the life cycle of DevOps. DevOps is often conceptualized as a set of practices that span various phases in the software development and delivery life cycle. While the specific phase may vary depending on the methodology or framework used, a common representation includes the following key phases. DevOps architecture encompasses the tool, process, and practice that facilitate collaboration and automation across the software development and IT operation lifecycle. While specific architecture can vary based on organizational needs and technology stacks. Basically, architecture is nothing but a way of doing, way of completing the task. In this architecture, we have two components, that is dev and ops. Dev is nothing but a development, ops is nothing but a operation. For these both components, we have different phases. For each phases, we are using some tools. Tool is nothing but a to complete the task. We are using some of the tools. In development component, we are having different types of phases like requirement phase, designing phase, developing and testing phases. In operation in operation we are having different types of phases like administrative process, service and support of the software. By using these both by using these both we can complete the whole application or task. See, we have DevOps components like dev and ops. For dev we have different phases. For ops also we are having different phases. Like in dev we have build phase, code phase, test phase and plan phase. In ops we are having monitor phase, deploy phase, operate phase and release phase. Now let us now let us see one by one phases and let us understand the each phase clearly. The first phase is build phase. This phase is belongs to development component. Build phase uses the compile code and build executable software. The main activity of the build phase is automate the build process using build tool. Execute unit test to ensure the code quality. Create deployable artifacts. In build phase, we are estimating the cost of the tool and cost of the project and what resources we have to use for particular hardware, how much memory is used. In build phase we are estimating these all things. Next, code phase. Develop and write code according to the defined requirements. According to the user requirements we are coding here. The main activities of the code is writing and reviewing the code, version control with toolkit like git, ensuring code quality through coding standards. Git is nothing but it is a version control tool. By using git we are exchanging the code. By using git it helps the developers work collaboratively on projects, enabling them to manage and track changes. Git tracks changes to source code files over time, allowing developers to retrieve to specific versions, compare changes and collaborate on projects. Next one is test phase. Test phase is useful to verify the functionality and performance of the applications. The main activities of the test phase is conduct various types of testing like unit testing, integration testing, system testing and performance testing. These all testing are useful to test the application. Next one is automating testing of process. Next, identify the bugs and fix the bugs. Here bugs is nothing but errors. By using the test phase, we will identify the errors and um automatically we will fix that bugs. Unit testing is nothing but we are testing the small part of the code. Integration testing is nothing but doing testing whole part, nothing but a whole code. System testing is nothing but testing the system. Performance means testing the input or output based on the user requirements. We are testing the application. Next one is plan phase. The main objective of the plan phase is define and plan the development and delivery process. The main activity of the plan phase is define project requirements and goals, plan releases, cycle and sprints, collaborate on cross functional teams. Mainly in plan phase, we are identifying the user requirements. According to the user requirements, we are planning the whole application or whole project. In planning phase, we are planning how the project has to be done, at what time we have to release the code, at what time we have to deliver the project or applications. In planning phase only we are planning these all things. Next one is monitor phase. Monitor phase main objective is continuously observe and gather data about the application's performance and user behavior. The main activity of the monitor phase is implement monitoring tools, analyze logs and metrics, collect feedback for further improvements. The main motto of the monitor phase is nothing but it gathers and observes the application. It gathers the information about the application or the project and checks the performance and user behavior also. Here user is nothing but a clients or we, and it tracks the where the application is in which phase. It tracks the project where the application in which phase and further which phase we have to complete. Coming to next phase, that is deploy. Deploy means nothing but a delivery. The main objective of the deploy is deliver the application to the target environment, means delivering the particular project or application to the particular client at the given time. The main activity of the deploy phase is nothing but a deploy uses automated process. Automated process means all these phases. It uses all these phases, that is plan phase, build phase, test phase, monitor phase. These all phases are done before the deploy phase. Monitor deployed for errors or bugs. The deploy phase monitors the errors. Validate the deployment success. The deploy phase checks the project is delivered successful or unsuccessful. It will give a report like the project is successful, delivered successful. And the next phase is operate phase. Operate phase or manage phase. The main objective of the operate phase is it ensures the stable operation of the application in the production environment. The main activity of the operate operate phase is monitor application and infrastructure, respond to incident and issues, perform routine maintenance tasks. The main motto of the operate phase is like it will respond to each issue. If the work is pending, it will respond to that work and it will generate a message the work is pending. It will immediately respond to the particular issue also. Next one is release. Next phase is about release phase. The main objective of the release phase is deploy the application to production or other environments. The main activities are automate the deployment process, coordinate release activities, rollback plan in case of issues. Release phase is nothing but it is ready to release the application or any project. After testing, after planning, after monitoring, after deploying, it is ready to release. It is fully flexible and scalable. In this phase, we can say that the project is fully flexible, scalable, and ready to use. These are the 8 phases that are used in DevOps architecture or life cycle of the DevOps. To complete any project or application, we are going to use these 8 phases only. With these 8 phases, our application will be fast delivery and fast processing, and we can complete each task easily. These phases are interconnected and involve iterative process, collaboration, automation, and continuous feedback. The goal of DevOps is to break down slots between development and operations, create a culture of continuous delivery and improvement. Keep in mind that specific tools and practices used in each phase may vary based on organizational preference and requirements. It's important to note that DevOps architecture should be flexible, scalable, and aligned with the specific needs and goals of the organization. Continuous evolution and improvement of the DevOps pipeline are crucial for adapting the changes